If you were to make a list of which racing family might be given the keys to the Goodwood kingdom, then the Hannons would surely be at the top of the list. Richard Hannon Sr. had 73 winners at the Qatar Goodwood Festival across an illustrious career, and Junior's not making a bad fist of it either, with 24 to his name in the space of a decade since taking over the reins. This year's team, well, it's headlined by the extremely exciting Rosallion, who heads to Sussex and is the A-lister amongst a strong squad once again, and they're looking to further an already remarkable tally.
My father's always successful at it, and a meeting that we, as a family, we've always enjoyed very much. And I think you just told me about 24 Goodwood Festival winners. I didn't know that. Quite impressed, actually.
It's an impressive tally, given that it's been now a decade or thereabouts since you've taken the licence. Take me back though. First Goodwood memory, was it when you were a boy?
Yeah, I used to go there because it always was during school holidays. I always used to go down with my dad, and he would drive down there, have the air conditioning on, way too cold. I used to freeze. I remember that, and used to love it. And I think it was only like 3 days then, I'm fairly sure, but yeah, I loved it. Or, you know, from when I was a boy. I still love it now. It's a great meeting.
Before you took over the licence, there was success aplenty. We covered that, but some of the three main ones were in the Sussex Stakes. Real Buddy in 2003, which was a bit of a surprise.
Massive.
Two lesser surprises in Camphor Cliffs and Tornado.
Yeah, you know, three very good horses. You know, three of the best that were here. I remember I was there on my own when Real Buddy won. My dad didn't go, obviously.
His back was out, is that right?
Oh, is that what he said?
I think so, that's what he said,
okay,
yeah.
I think it's more like he thought he had no chance. Anyway, call it his back, that's fine. And then, obviously, Tornado, he deserved it. It was a duel with Dawn Approach, who beat him, I think, a nose or something in the St James Palace Stakes. So it was a lovely way to get his own back. And it was, I remember it was a very, very, you know, thrilling race, it was. And obviously then, oh no, before that was Camphor Cliffs, and he was obviously one of the best minders we've ever had. So it's a very, very hard race to win, and one that you do need a champion. You know, Group 1 horse is probably not good enough. You need a champion, especially nowadays, to win the Sussex.
Even better when you can have a 3-year-old going there getting £8. For Rosallion, that is the case. Everything up until now, it's, I mean, you'd change one minor detail of the season, that's win the 2,000 guineas, but he's repaid you in spades.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, he might have just been short of match fitness that day, maybe, but he was beaten by a very good horse of Charlie's, and it was nice to beat him in the St James Palace Stakes, even though his horse probably didn't turn up. So it's going to be a rematch of all the same horses again, and a thrilling one. And yeah, getting £8 off the older horses is obviously a help. I hope he handles the track, but physically we've been really happy with him. He's progressed as the season's gone on, so we're looking forward to it very much.
He looked fantastic this morning. We saw him in work. You couldn't hide your smile.
Yeah, well, he's almost looks like an Adonis. You know, he's a very strong, good-looking, manly horse, and he's built on that as the year's gone on.
You're not short of a catchy line, one that we in the media can take away. You've said in the run-up to this that if you were to make a racehorse, he's as good as perfect, or paraphrasing. What really sets him apart, in your opinion?
Well, he's an out-and-out athlete. He's a beautiful mover. Mentally, he's very sound, and he's got a turn of foot. And it appears he's learning to race a little more maturely and intelligently. He's not as keen or as hard to settle as he has been. And I was impressed the way he settled at Royal Ascot, and that's, you know, when he's going to have his most potent turn of foot, is if he settles.
And this is a horse we won't be seeing if they're soft in the description, is that right?
No, it's as simple as that.
He's such a fascinating component. He's a very different type to his stablemate Haatem, who it was, well, we were all thinking, would it be Lennox, would it be Sussex? It turns out neither.
Yeah, he's going to go to the Jacques Le Marois, which is a lovely race for him. You know, there's no need for him to take on Rosallion. He may as well head in a different direction. I'm not saying the two of them won't meet again in their careers, but he's going to go to Deauville, and hopefully that's his chance to win a Group 1, and, you know, be lovely ground out there as well. And he deserves his chance. Any horse deserves to win a Group 1. It's probably him. You know, he's got a lot of fans, and rightly so. He's proper warrior and a horse that any trainer would love to have.
Take us to some of the team that we might not know about. We know obviously about the headline act, Rosallion. Whom else might be going?
We've got a nice filly that was 5th in the Queen Mary called Xantha. She's going to run in the Alice Keppel. Great Bedouin, who won on Friday at Newbury. He's going to go for one of the handicaps, 1.5 miles. He's improving since we've gelded him. We've got a nice 2-year-old called Wheels of Fire in for the maiden. A couple of nice 2-year-olds for the nurseries, not sure which ones yet. Classic, obviously, hopefully he'll run very well in the Golden Mile. He's a bit of a hard man to catch on his day, but he's a very capable horse, and yeah, we've got a few good chances, but kind of centred around Rosallion.
Is this a meeting how you take it as it comes of its place in the season, or have there been horses from some way out?
It's one of the most important meetings of our season, and it's the most beautiful track. On its day, sunny day, it's probably one of the most beautiful. Our prize money is massive now, and that has meant that the standard, the quality of the horse you need to win has gone up massively, and that can only be a good thing. But it does come at the right time after Royal Ascot for Rosallion and a lot of the other horses. You know, they've been able to have a month or so, and yeah, you are able to pinpoint and work back from this meeting with the money on offer. It's worthwhile doing.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.